And I think, like you rightly mentioned, Manisha, I think Bitcoin has been now one more asset class that people have been looking at very closely, during every Muhurat and every Diwali. I've been watching a lot of content getting created this time from various people where they are diversifying beyond gold and equities and now also looking at Bitcoin and crypto assets in general. So overall, I think it's been picking momentum. There's more mainstreaming that's happening with Bitcoin in particular, but overall crypto market as a whole. And thanks to all the global movement that's happening and institutions that had made this asset class more mainstream over the last few years.
Oh, well, absolutely. Sumit, do you see new entrants coming into the market now, given the fact that the returns have proven themselves to the market right now? Do you see a lot of more people trading, especially today during Muhurat?
I need to check the exact numbers, but I've been receiving dozens of my friends reaching out to me, asking me that, Sumit, how do I buy Bitcoin this Diwali? And I've been trying to help them out personally. So definitely, if you extrapolate that, definitely, we have seen more users coming in, and not just during Diwali, but even prior to Diwali as well. And I do see that right now we are sitting at roughly 3.5 to 4 crore Indians who are unique Indians who are holders of Bitcoin and crypto assets in general. I do believe that this number can easily go to 8 to 10 crore Indians over the next few years. So there's a lot more upside and headroom for growth expected. And CoinDCX is here to exactly serve those customers who are now keen to diversify their portfolio beyond equities and gold to now even digital assets as well.
Oh, well, yes, we have seen that happen, Sumit, because during Muhurat as well, as you said, a lot of people reaching out to you. People have been reaching out on the social medias as well, asking if that's yet another asset class, which has seen nearly 100% gains, triple digit in many of those cryptos as well. Sumit, how has India evolved, would you say, when it comes to, startups, Web3, AI integration, blockchain being used across? I mean, I know Bihar during its elections is going to be using blockchain this time around for e-voting, etc. Would you say it's making inroads now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's happening slowly, and then we'll see that it's going to get integrated into our financial applications as well. I mean, 7, 8 years back when I was new to the sector, hardly there have been any conversations around blockchain technology, let alone like Bitcoin. And, very few people understood it. Very few people used to talk about it. I don't remember any TV interview, which happened like 7, 8 years back around Bitcoin. So definitely it has come a long way. And now it's not just about investment and trading, but also it has gone beyond these two things to even applications as well. We have seen Maharashtra government talking about tokenization as well. On public blockchains, again, massive value unlock that can happen. You rightly mentioned about one example. I think this is just the beginning. Lot of action happening outside India as well, but I think in the next 1 or 2 years, I see a lot of that momentum coming to India, and we'll see a lot more financial applications gradually integrating blockchain into them. And eventually my thesis is that blockchains will be the back end, the front end will remain the same, but we will see more and more applications getting powered by blockchain technology, and digital assets will continue to play a critical role in our financial system in the future.
Sumit, would you say when it comes to India, really, while we have seen a lot of regulatory move ahead in many Asian countries, Europe for sure, US definitely, when it comes to India, how would you, put in a bracket the country in sense of its understanding, its investment within the space? Is it more speculative and investment in nature rather than, an evolving sense therein?
Manisha, if you would ask me this question around 5 years back or 3 years back, I would say it was more speculative. But if we see now, the trend is clearly pointing into a direction where 80 to 90% of the customers are coming in purely for long-term investing. Same is visible from our data as well. 90% of the customers are there to just buy and hold, just like they do with gold or real estate. That's where most of the Indians do their activity. Of course, 3-4 years back, it was much higher speculation, but now it's much lesser. And even the profiling of the customers used to be like, earlier it used to be more young investors ranging between 25 to 28 years old, but now the average age on our platform is 32 years, which tells us that there's more maturity in the market. The customers that are coming in now are coming in with more matured long-term mindset and are looking at crypto not as a speculative asset class, but more of a long-term asset class, which is diversified, which diversifies their overall portfolio. And it's different than sort of equities or other asset classes, and it's more global in nature.
Sumit, it's been a brighter Diwali for you more than others because of the kind of funding that we've seen Coinbase bring into India. Why are you How has that worked out in favor of you, and what does it really mean for Indian investors? How are you looking to utilize those monies here, and what does it do to your valuation with that?
Sure, Manish. I think, everyone knows, I think valuation-wise, it's $2.45 billion after the closure of this round. So obviously humbled and honored to have this support and confidence from our investors, not just in India, but global as well. And Coinbase, of course, being one very large, trusted and compliant brand. When they sort of back CoinDCX, it just gives a very strong signal in the market that CoinDCX is working, to invest in Indian market growth from a compliance angle, from a long-term point of view, and it of course gives a lot more trust and credibility to CoinDCX as a brand, which of course gives more confidence to the investors. So definitely, it's been very positive, not just for CoinDCX but for the larger Indian crypto sector as well. And I think in terms of diversification, in terms of investing in these funds, I think we believe that India market is at a very, very early stages in terms of its overall maturity. There's a lot of work to be done, like I mentioned before. And the idea is to continue to invest and double down in Indian Web3 sector and make sure that Indians are entering into this asset class with a lot more awareness, education, and long-term mindset. And for that, we need to do a lot more education, work with government in terms of doing the right policy advocacy, and make sure that company continues to invest, not just in India, but globally as well. So the idea is to use these funds and invest more in, growing the market.
All right. Sumit, what are you buying on the Mahurat day today? Is it equities, gold, silver, crypto? What is it going to be?
So good one. I just asked, like,
I hope you're diversified.
yeah, absolutely. But just my portfolio right now, because I started with a sort of a small crypto portfolio, but then it has gone up over the last many years. So yeah, I mean, I keep buying equities, gold, of course, not a lot right now because already at a very high price. But of course, my parents do that, and I am, of course, as always, buying crypto. I just bought Bitcoin some time back, put a post on Twitter as well, and did a little bit of trading on the platform.
All right. Sumit, here we